It happened. Here is the Envirofan 160F. I figured I better get one of these before they stop making them. And we're just not going to talk about how much it cost. Because this was the expensive. This is what the box looked like. Probably use the same box for all of these models. It's a very plain, generic box. It looks like this was marked on there by hand, which I've noticed Envirofan does a lot of their processes by hand, because I've ordered parts directly from them before, and even the shipping label is handwritten. So that's good. I purchased this from Air Distributor, which is I highly recommend that retailer. I've used them a couple times over the years, and their service is pretty good. They're fast, and the prices are reasonable for the products. And they still carry a lot of old products, traditional products, you know, like this one. So let's get this open and see what we have here. There's the packing slip. It's printed by Envirofan themselves. And I'm not exactly sure how this works, because it has my address on there too, but it says sold to, I don't know, it's weird. It's like it's almost like they sent it, you know, not in a bulk order, but when I placed the order. Oh, just like the smaller one, it's got a second box in here. This has got some good weight to it, so it's not sliding out of the box very easily. Oh. Okay. This is heavy, much heavier than the Dayton's. Here's what this box looked like. Now let's open this thing up and see how it is. See if it's like the ones I remember from the grocery store. I doubt it'll be exactly the same. I bet those probably go back to the 80s. Oh, there was a spider in there. Gross. I hate spiders so much. This has been sitting in the car for a little while, so that could have been where the spider came from. I don't know. Okay, so we have some information. Do not bend the brackets. Do not insert foreign objects in between the blades. So this is a 160F, and that's in 220 volts, 0.64 amps. So it doesn't draw a lot of power. I guess you have to send that in for the warranty. Not sure I'm going to bother with that. I don't think anything's going to happen. Okay. Here's the blades. Nice wide blades. They got a substantial pitch to them. Whoops. Got some washers. And they included the electrical box mount again, which is nice. I had no idea they did that. And here's the fan itself, which unfortunately has the, I think it's going to have the plug on it. Yeah, it's got the plug on it, which is going to make it difficult to install upstairs. Because it's not an outlet up there. Kind of would make it even difficult to install down here because the testing thing doesn't have an outlet on it either. Oh my gosh, it's exactly the same as the one in the store. Huh, who would have thought? I thought they would have changed the, I didn't realize they still made the motor a distinct point like that. That's how the ones in the store were. Well, maybe those weren't as old as I thought they were. Well, anyways, that's cool. It's the same. It's the same model. Wonder how easily the cord is replaced. I'd much rather just change the lead wires out than start cutting stuff. Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard. Just have to replace these 3 wires with a regular cord. That's all. Doable. In fact, you know what? I may have something that I could get around this with. I notoriously save things that people think are useless. And I do it because I end up using the stuff. I had an extension cord that, I don't know if it broke or something happened. And I kept the end of it. Yeah, I think a squirrel chewed it up. And I kept the end of it. And why did you keep that for? You should have thrown that out. Well, guess what? I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it on the ceiling fan to convert it to, what am I trying to say here? To have the plug, and then I'll take the plug and just wire this up. Easy. Should have thrown that out. Give me a break. Now I'm going to use it, and it's going to work good too. So we just have to cut this back. And I can strip this and attach this to the wiring in the ceiling, and that's easy. Not to modify the fan at all. And the canopy is so big that it'll be able to fit this with no problem. Alright, cool. So that's that. Depending on how this behaves with the 4-speed wall control, may or may not put this up today. Those have some serious pitch to them for a high-speed fan. Okay, so I'm going to have to remove, well, I have to change the, actually we'll test it with the variable range too, just to see how that is. I got to take this Dayton one down. I have that up here still. I think I'm going to leave it assembled and just put it in the other room for now, because I may end up putting it back here to work on the speeds. Because what I haven't decided yet is, am I going to put different capacitor in there or just try to use it with the wall control? The complication with the wall control is that I have to figure out how to wire it in upstairs, which is not going to be easy, because then you lose control of the lights, which doesn't really matter all that much, I guess. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's see, is this a bad idea to take this in one piece? No, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go put this in the other room. I'll be back in a moment. Now let's get this one up. I didn't bring the head mount thing down, so how am I gonna do this? Huh. Can this be clipped anywhere around here? Not really. Maybe I can connect it to nope, no, all this time I've wasted. I could have just gone upstairs and got this thing to mount. Well, I'll just put it back on the tripod and we'll do it like I used to do all the videos from the tripod. Okay, so I'll slip this canopy back down. Okay, the line is having a problem here. Not good. Jeez, what the heck is wrong with this line? It's all screwed up. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't keep becoming an issue. Not worried about that. I'm going to take my thing I was supposed to throw out and make the connections here. And it's not grounded, but it's fine just for the test. It would be grounded if it was a regular install. This cord has a ground on it. Okay. Just plug in like this, which is pretty cool. And this, I'm not worried about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this on. Let's see what the motor hum sounds like with the variable speed control. That's actually not too bad. That's not too loud at all. Of course, it may change once there's a load on there. You know, it could become a fair bit louder once there's a load on the motor. So we'll see. Hopefully, it's. I guess it doesn't matter because I tend to think that it'll have a decent low speed using the, what do you call it, control, the 4-speed control. I guess I could do this and connect it to the electrical box here. I don't know if it's going to give a good angle or not. I'll give that a shot. Okay, maybe that's a good angle, maybe it stinks. I don't know. Let's see. Well, I guess we won't see until till we're done and I'm editing the video. This screw isn't threading very nicely. Must just be the friction of the blades in that piece of paper. I don't know. The screw did not just miss thread there, it jams when it's going through the blade. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, the blades are attached. And I have to take this fan down because it'll collide. We don't need any collisions here. I'm going to take the St. Clair down as well because it's in the danger zone. And that thing has already taken a beating. It does not need any more damage than it already has. Alright, I think we're good here. Take this chain off with a light. And I guess this plug should go somewhere else. Okay. Now I think we should be good to test it out. Let's see here. Did I collide with anything? Nope, we got pretty good clearance here. Okay, let's turn it on. Yeah, it's much louder with the blades on. I'm gonna grab that 4-speed control. That's definitely what we're gonna want to try. Because this is kind of loud. That's about halfway. Very good balance on this thing. Fairly quiet too, as far as the air movement's concerned anyways. And all the way up. I hate to say it, but just like the 36-inch one, this is very underwhelming. It's powerful, no doubt about it, but I guess it's because of the curved blades. Because of the curved blades, it doesn't seem like it's, when you stand underneath it, it doesn't feel that strong. Like in comparison to the Dayton one, when you stood under that thing, it was like standing under a high velocity fan just blasting out. This doesn't feel like that. I mean, the air is moving in here everywhere, but it doesn't feel super strong directly underneath it. Alright, so let's change this out, and we'll replace this for the 4-speed and see what kind of speeds we get out of the 4-speed. I hope it has a nice slow low. Okay. It's still spinning down. It's got good bearings in there, as one would hope. 4. Let's see if it'll start from a dead stop. Yeah, just barely. This may work. This control may work great with these. I'll bump it up a little bit, then drop it down just so we can get up to speed. Okay, now we're back to 4. Let's see where it sits. Huh, look at that. That's a solid, nice low. I'm really surprised by that. Really surprised. That's almost a perfect low. Just barely feel the air moving. Okay, let's go up to 3. I'm getting some more air movement now. It's this actually may be right around the speed I'd want to use that during the winter to get the heat off the ceiling. Alright, let's go to 2. So I don't know what's with this control. I noticed this with the Dayton one as well. The second setting, because this goes 1 is fastest, 4 is slowest, which is totally counterintuitive, but the number 2 setting is quite a ways away from full power. Meanwhile, 4 and 3 aren't too different. This is a good functional speed. It's moving a decent amount of air here. But it would be nice to have something between this and high. So I'll go back to 1 now. Well, the control would work. It would work upstairs because it has a nice low and it's not really a halfway medium, but a decent speed 3. This isn't that loud. I could use it at full power and it not really be a problem. It's not anywhere near as loud as the Dayton is, and it doesn't have that annoying, like, high frequency whir to it. Back down to 4, which is the slowest speed. Yeah, this control, I think the variable speed is just a bit too noisy for my preference. I have no choice but to use the variable with the 36-inch one, because otherwise it's too fast. But with this one, you know, it goes slow enough on this last speed to have a nice slow low. I think this is fine. It's not perfect, but I think this control will work with this fan just fine. That's actually a really nice low. It's almost aesthetic. It's moving a little bit of air, but not much. It may be just enough. I don't really feel the air moving. Probably not quite enough for the heat. But I think setting 3, which I just changed it to, is right about perfect for heat reclamation. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Okay. Well, this is gonna work. This is absolutely gonna work. I wish there was a better, like, medium, but the low is more important at this time of year. It is moving the air at this speed. This isn't bad. This would definitely stir up the air in the room. Alright, I think we're going to go with this one. Forget about the Dayton, because it's got that crazy noise. It's got the high frequency whir that it makes, which is kind of intolerable. This one is quiet. I like this. Geez, I could get another one, put one in the bedroom, one in the computer room, and just let them run through the winter. It'd be perfect. But I kind of like that little one, though. I want to put that one up there, too. Well, this is good. I like this, and I'm very surprised that it's the same one I remember at the store. I very distinctly remember the motor having a point at the bottom. just like this one. I didn't think that it was going to be the same, but it is. So that's really neat. Alright, well next time we see a video of this fan, I think it's going to be either in the bedroom or the computer room.